All right, good morning, guys. I'm sorry for the whole confusion with APA format. So this is the video on APA format, and let's begin. So now, what is APA format? We all know that it's set by American Psychological Association. Now, long back when APA actually was set up, one of the main problems that they really came across was that everybody else or everybody had different ways of writing a document. Not only that, there were different ways of formatting a document. How did it look? And uh, and the problem with formatting is that since your information is going to be presented in different ways, you really don't know where to look for a particular information. And some of them really had downright horrible formats. So that is why APA manual was made. Now APA style is what's called APA style. APA style is a separate wing entirely. Now as you can see, it really focuses on these areas. Now, why should you use APA? Now, APA basically is a way of uh, it's basically tells you how exactly should you write your document. There are multiple ways to write your document. It tells you what comes first and what comes after, and how should you present that information. So it gives a DNA to your document. And because of this, almost all documents have some similar characteristics, which it makes it really easy for a reader to understand what is there in the document. Now, besides that, to anybody else who is reading this document, it might become very easy if they know APA style to know where some information is present. And besides that, you don't have to worry about how exactly to put information and where to put it, which will save you a lot of time. Now, if you are in college right now, and if you're in SYTY, or even if you have just completed your masters, you might already know this. And every time somebody says ABA, these four rules come up, or these three rules come up at least. So first one is it should be Times New Roman format. But the thing is, to be very precise, if you look at its guidelines, it's like any clear serif font would really work. Font size, now there's a little bit of debate, but just to be on the safe side, you should keep it 12 at any given point of time. And 12 is basically, but some colleges and some documents also have 14 for headings and 12 for body. And there are these other ways of going about it, but I think you can definitely find it in this document that I'm going to send it to you, and I guess I'm going to email it. If not, if you don't get it by email, then it would be definitely put up on the HQ group. The line spacing should be double. The alignment, now, if you, as I told you, if you are in your college right now, they would go bonkers if you actually put your alignment as center or left, and they would be like, you have to keep it justified. But when they say justified, they're only talking about the body of the document, the main text areas of the document, जहाँ पर आपका सबसे ज़्यादा text होगा, that should be justified. Rest everything, they have different alignment rules. So आपके title page में your alignment for the title is center, whereas your alignment for let's say your header is left. Okay, now we will get into it a little more after this slide. Okay, so now let's start. Now this is your first page of your document, and as you can see on the top, there is a point called running head. After running head, there is a shorter version of the title of the document. The title of the document is Case History Report of Mr. John Doe from 4th grade in XYZ school. The running head, following the running head, there is a short title, which is the exact same thing as a long title except just shorter. So CMHS SCR John Doe 4th B XYZ school. Now remember, your numbering starts from your first page itself. Yes, if you were to write, let's say, a research project, maybe the formatting might differ a bit, but this is the basic, like your numbering should start from your first page itself. Now, under the title, you write your name. Now, I couldn't think of a name, so I wrote Ram Gopal Verma. So, under that, you write the credentials, your credentials. Under that, you write the trainer's name, or the person who set the assessment, their name. All right, after that, the school name. If what document you're writing is related to a school, then write the school name. And the last part is the name of the organization affiliations. So the school is affiliated to CMHS and you, that is where the school name exists over there. Similarly, Teach for India, it runs under a parent organization called Teach to Lead. So as you can see, the last affiliation is Teach to Lead. Please don't change that and include that in each and every document that you have. So I hope this is clear. Now, I use both. I use Microsoft Word 2016. Now I can understand you might have 2003, 2005, 2007, 2013, and 2016. I prefer to use 2016. But till the point you're not under Microsoft Word 2007, like you have above Microsoft Word 2007, like Microsoft Word 2010 or 13, it should be okay. The controls are almost similar. Or I use Google Docs. The reason for both is I like Microsoft Word primarily because I can find a control for anything and everything I want to do in a much more organized way, and plus I'm used to it. Google Docs because it makes it incredibly easy to, edit and share, and no matter what way you actually write your documents, I would prefer it if you, at the end of the day, convert your documents to Google Doc format. So, now the first most important part is your header. For this, you need to know the title of the document. Alright, so whatever your title might be, now put a shorter version of it. And now we're only talking about the first page, alright? In your first page, you need to write running head. Now R should be capital, H should be small, and then a colon, then a space. After this, I would prefer it in all capitals. You write a shortened version of your title, like how we did it in the first page of the document, the example I showed you. Also, make sure that if you're using Microsoft Word, the moment you double click on the top of the document, your header would open up. Alright, and so just double click on the top of the document, like the white area on the top of the document, just double click over there. Now also, once you double click over there, you might see on the ribbon at the top, the ribbon is just one pointer. Alright, somewhere around this area, after you've double clicked at the top of the document, you will see design. Now make sure you have clicked different from first page and then you have written your title. Alright, now this is how you should do it. First click different for first page. Alright, then over in design itself, you need to put in your page number. There should be an option for that somewhere. After that, you put in running head and the shorter version of your title. Alright, now I don't think this should be a problem at all. Give it a try, experiment a bit, and I guess it should be easy. If not, give us a call. Now let's come to Google Docs. Open a new Google document. I hope everybody knows how to do that. Then similarly, click on the top of the document. इस एरिया पे डबल क्लिक करो, ठीक है? Now click on different for first page. Here, different for first page. After that, write running head, colon, space, then the title of your document, छोटा title, and after that space, go to insert. Here is insert, and then click on page number and put page number. Alright, it should be there in one of these options. Now, once you're done for the header for the first page, both on Google Docs and on Microsoft Word, now what about the next page? Let's look at page number 2. Alright, now in page number 2, you don't need to write running head. Alright, do not write running head. Just directly write the shorter version of your title. And if you just write in the second page, बाकी सारे pages का भी अपने आप आ जाएगा. बस आपको first page का लिखना है और second page का लिखना है. Second page में remember, no running head. Just write the shortened version of your title and your page number. Okay? Now let's go to how to do it in Google Docs. Exactly the same thing, just no running head as you can see over here, and put in your page number. Alright, you can put space, 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 space and put in page number if you want to, or any other way that you want. There are multiple ways to do this. The easiest one is just put spaces or tabs, and should work ideally. Now comes the big problem. Now, how to write names in APA format. Now, most of you already know it. If you don't, um, this is how the format is. First आपका last name, then a comma, now the first letter of your first name, then a full stop, then the first letter of your middle name, then a full stop. So now let's look at it. My name is Tanmay Arun Kumar Banerjee. So first my last name, which is Banerjee, फिर comma, so here's the comma, then first letter of your first name, which is T, then a full stop, so here's a full stop, and then the first letter of your middle name, which is A, and then a full stop. So let's look at it. Last name, comma, first name, full stop, middle name, full stop. So it becomes Banerjee, comma, T dot A dot. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that dog. Cannot help that if you can hear that in the video. Now, now what I would like you to do is, how about you convert these names? Put it up on the WhatsApp group, like the HQ group, put it up on the HQ group. What would Carl Jung or Sigmund Freud or, Abdul Kalam has a very difficult version, of his, it looks rather a little difficult about how to convert his name into APA format, and there are multiple ways to do it, especially for Abdul Kalam's name. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is very simple. Okay, so solve these up and put it on the HQ group. Let's see how many of you get it. Or if not HQ group, put it up on your trainer group. Hopefully you'll get it. Now comes your abstract and keywords. Now I prefer to write the abstract at the end because after I finish the entire document, I know exactly what goes in the abstract. But you can do it any way you want. Now abstract is like a very small version of whatever is there in the document. Like if somebody reads your abstract, they get a gist of what is there in your document. I guess I've written it here as well. Anyone reading the paper should know the method, the data, and the analysis by reading the abstract. Like, let's say I have done a class observation on 30 students in NCA with so and so teacher, and so I just write that down. And besides that, if there's any significant finding, then I also write that down in there. Also, abstract isn't compulsory, as you guys would have realized it so far. But it is definitely preferred if you have an abstract. Example, here, somewhere around this side, there should be a normal. So use normal whenever you are writing normal text. Now that's, I guess, common sense. But some of you tend to use heading 1 for normal text, alright, which will become a bit of a problem if you're writing a very long document. You get a list of all of your headings in the document. So आपको एक easily एक idea आ जाता है कि क्या क्या है आपके document में, because your heading shouldn't have spelling mistakes, right? Or your heading shouldn't be repeated. That's why if you have a list of all headings, once you click on outline, alright, you can also stop the outline by clicking on exit outline. Now we'll also do this, live. So let's see how that goes. Let's go to the next part. Now, similarly, you can do the exact same thing in Google Docs as well. You just have to go to Tools, click on Document Outline. Alright, ये साइड में आपका document outline आ जाएगा. आप बस select करो चीज़ों को, and you select participant, but you want participants to, now participants is most likely heading 2, but you want participant to be heading 1. So just click on participant, go on this part heading, and click on heading 1. It would become heading 1. Now referencing is, if you've never done this, it might be a little tough. So let's say most of your documents, you're going to read a lot of documents, and that is how your knowledge is going to grow. That is how when you write new documents, you should know कि आप कौन से documents से information निकाल रहे हो. So just go through this. All right. Okay, fine. I'll read it out for you. When you get your information from any source, you need to add that. You need to add the name and details of that source in your main document. Sorry about this. That shouldn't be there. The sources can be your internet. It can be books. It can be journals. It can be YouTube. It can be newspaper, magazines, etc. You also need to show कि कौन से part में, like which part of the document is using which information. Maybe the paragraph 1, you have got the information about paragraph 1 from a video that you watch on YouTube. The paragraph 1 के side में there should be a note stating, or there should be something stating that this information has been taken from a video on YouTube. So now let's see. Okay. So now let's say I have read a research paper which is called On the Control of Automatic Processors, a Parallel Distributed Processing Account of the Stupified. Now Stupified is something that you do in third year, and a lot of you already know what it is. So now this is a document that I've read. Alright, so now first let's take our information from it. What is the name of this document? This is the name of this document. So I've written it over here. Who have written this document? The authors. Now there are 3 authors. First is this one, then is this one, and then is this one. So I've written all 3 of them over here. Alright. Now, where do I get this information? Where did I get this information? So I got this information from this journal. It was called Psychological Review. And when was this published really? It was published on 22nd November 1989. हाँ अमेरिकन है तो इस कारण से डेट्स थोड़ा सा उल्टा लिखते हैं. पहले मंथ लिखते हैं, फिर डे लिखते हैं, और फिर ईयर लिखते हैं. सो ठीक है, इट्स 22nd November 1989. Sometimes you will have a lot of documents that you're going to read for one single assignment. So it is going to be very difficult for you to, or actually not difficult, but it is going to be rather a little time consuming for you to continuously keep writing references. So here's another way of going about it. You can use Google Scholar. Now Google Scholar is a place where you can find documents, that scientific documents. So how do you go about it? First आप Google Scholar पे जाते हो, search Google Scholar. Alright, the पहला जो आएगा option, go over there. Then let's say I'm searching for a document called, फिर ये Google की तरह खुल जाएगा. Let's say I'm searching for a document on Milgram's study of obedience to authority. So Milgram did a study. So the moment I search it, मुझे ये document मिल गया. ठीक है, अब आप ये खोलकर पढ़ सकते हो. उसके सिवाय आपको यहाँ पर information भी दिख रहा है, काफी सब कुछ. But let's say you don't want to type the reference for it. All you do is यहाँ पे जो यहाँ पर ये yellow patch है, there you might see a ये inverted comma का mark. So click on the inverted comma mark and put it in your document. Now let's go to another part, referencing using citation machine. Now let's say this document is not available in Google Docs, or sorry, Google Scholar, but it's available somewhere else. Then how do you go about it? So there's a website which is just dedicated to making references for you. Now let's see how this works. Search citation machine. ठीक है, exactly ऐसे ही Google पर सर्च करना, आप फोन पे भी कर सकते हो. Go to the first one. एक पेज खुलेगा, आपको सिर्फ APA पर क्लिक करना है. I've just searched obedience experiment यहाँ पर, और मुझे बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस मिले हैं. मैंने उसमें से एक ऑप्शन चूज किया, and it automatically makes the APA का reference for it. Now you just copy it here, just click on copy and paste it in whichever document you want to paste. हो गया. There are a lot of other ways to go about it, alright, and there's a lot more to referencing, but I will be adding other websites for it, and you need to figure out by yourself. Now comes the templates. Now templates are not particularly difficult. Basically templates are something जो आपको बना बनाया डॉक्यूमेंट दे देगा, आपको बस अपना इंफॉर्मेशन उसके अंदर डालना है. Now let's look at a Microsoft template. You go online, type download Microsoft Word APA 6th edition format. Type it exactly like this. ठीक है, फर्स्ट वाले ऑप्शन पर जाओ, कुछ ऐसे ही लिखा होगा APA style report 6th edition office templates. Go over there, click on download. It downloads. ऐसे डाउनलोड हो गया यहाँ पर. अब आप इसे डबल क्लिक करो, इट विल ओपन अप अ डॉक्यूमेंट. क्लिक ऑन अनेबल एडिटिंग या फिर जो भी एक येलो कलर का बार आएगा उसके ऊपर क्लिक ऑन अनेबल एंड स्टार्ट टाइपिंग आउट इंफॉर्मेशन. ये ऑथर्स नोट वगैरह वगैरह हटा दो, वगैरह बाकी सब कुछ वैसे ही रखो एंड स्टार्ट टाइपिंग आउट द डॉक्यूमेंट. या सो यहाँ पर अपना टाइटल लिखो, यहाँ पर शॉर्ट टाइटल लिखो, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट अगर नहीं चाहिए, जो कुछ नहीं चाहिए आप वो पेजेस ही डिलीट कर दो. ठीक है, लाइक यू नो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ बार्स, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ ग्राफ्स जो आपको नहीं लगेंगे अभी, वो सब कुछ डिलीट कर दो. नाउ लेट्स कम टू अ टेम्पलेट फॉर गूगल डॉक्स. बट दिस इज आल्सो रिलेटिवली सिंपल. इन फैक्ट दिस इज सिंपलर. पहले आप गूगल डॉक्स सर्च करो, गूगल डॉक्स, फर्स्ट ऑप्शन पर जाओ, इट विल ओपन अप समथिंग लाइक दिस. क्लिक ऑन गो टू गूगल डॉक्स. मे बी वो आपको साइन इन करने बोलेगा, पर जस्ट क्लिक ऑन इट, ऑलराइट, एंड सी हाउ इट गोस. हाँ, अब ये स्टार्ट अ न्यू डॉक्यूमेंट का पेज जैसे ही खुलता है, क्लिक ऑन दिस टेम्पलेट गैलरी. ऑलराइट, वंस यू क्लिक ऑन इट, ये लंबा सा लिस्ट खुल जाएगा. गो डाउन गो डाउन गो डाउन एंड यू विल कम टू एजुकेशन. इन एजुकेशन एक होगा रिपोर्ट APA फॉर्मेट. डबल क्लिक ऑन इट एंड नाउ यू हैव एन APA फॉर्मेट रिपोर्ट. delete this author's note. Besides that everything, just put in information and you'll find. जो pages आपको नहीं लगेंगे वो delete कर दो आप. If you have any discussions or questions, just call me up directly. Now assignment, you already have an assignment to do, so I'm not adding any more assignments to it. But what I would like you to do is I want you to look up referencing in APA format, videos explaining referencing in APA format, okay, on YouTube. Now thank you. I have been your trainer. Now as I can see, I have missed out writing my name over here, and I'll see you in next